Hey friends, Lucian here with the Bullish Bears team making the watch list video for Monday, September 25th. Just want to welcome all the newbies. We have lots of people joining us, lots of people subscribing, watching our videos, joining our community. So I'd like to welcome you all here. Before we get started, I'll take a few minutes. I usually do this at the end of the video, but I'll take a few minutes ahead of time just to give you some updates if you're new and you're not familiar with us. We do have our community, obviously, on Facebook. We are the Bullish Bears. And we also have a fan page on Facebook, the Bullish Bears. So it's very important to make sure that you like and follow our fan page. Make sure you do both so that way you get our latest updates. But also, too, when we do post trade ideas and Benzinga's news every morning before 9 a.m. So I'll show this to you down here. Make sure to look out for this post every day on our fan page where we post trade ideas movers. Trade ideas is our live scanner of choice. It's hands down the best scanner in the industry. We do offer a community discount of 15%. So if you have the budget available, we absolutely recommend getting trade ideas. If not, use what we post for now. Use our watch list that we're doing right now, the nightly one, as well as look at the pre-market watch list and use it until you could afford, getting your own live scanner. And then when you can, we just absolutely recommend trade ideas. It's the best. Again, we get you a 15% discount. And Benzinga is our live market news source. We think they're the best. They're awesome. They get news before really it's breaking news, and it'll hit. So a lot of times news will come out. Benzinga will pick it up, and that gives you a chance to get in on something before it even hits the scanners like trade ideas. So both tools are absolutely awesome to have together. They are a little bit pricey. They're around $100 a month or so each. We get you 15 or 25% discount off Benzinga. So again, scale up to those when you have the budget available. Again, Trade Ideas and Benzinga are our partners of choice. But we provide a lot of that content for free for you guys every day to really help you out. So these watch list videos that we do every night, you will see that not only do I post the watch list, I post these alerts. Oh, okay, I canceled a bunch of the other ones that triggered. You will see ones that got triggered. But I'm going to show you in this video when I make it, the alerts that I set up. What you basically want to do is take these same alerts that I have set up and then post them in your trade ideas or whatever brokerage firm that you use. So that way you're basically seeing the alerts that I'm looking for. They're not necessarily buy alerts. They're just alerts at key resistance and support areas where it's either going to break out or break down. And while day trading, it's all about scalping and making, small scalps. Obviously, you want to hit the home run, but having these alerts set up really gives you an idea of when to enter and potentially exit a trade based on looking at support and resistance. So these videos that we do every night and with the alerts that we set up, again, they're not buy alerts. They're not, hey, get into this trade or sell at this time. But that's actually something I wanted to talk to you guys about as well, because a lot of people don't realize, especially newbies, they don't realize that getting into a trade room or getting into an alert service that gives you the same trades as everybody else is not something that you actually want to do. Because a lot of people think, oh, I want to follow the latest guru. I want to join their trades, join their chat rooms, because they just want to be in on something. So they want the trades given to them and they want to get in on those trades. But what they don't realize is, number one, the leaders in those trade rooms, in those alert services, they already have a position before they call it out to their group. So what they do is they get their position, they call it out to their group, and then their hundreds, if not thousands of followers start slowly and mad rushing, a lot of them rushing in. They'll start trickling in and they'll start buying whatever their recommendation is, right? So that's going to obviously jack up the price of the stock. So they have their position. They use the following that helps to jack up the price of the stock. It hits the scanners, which then allows other people to come in and start buying it. And then obviously when the guru and the leaders decide to sell, they sell. they're obviously going to get their profit. Then they call out their trade to their followers, and then their followers are going to start scrambling to get out of that position, and that's going to just, again, affect the price of stock up or down. But what a lot of newbies don't realize, if you're not a really good trader and you're learning, you're going to get stuck. You have to act rapidly. So you're going to be affected by everybody else getting in and out of that same trade. So the most important thing you want to do is you actually want to learn how to become a good trader yourself, not copy the same trades as all the other leaders. You want to learn how to become your own trader, find your own niche, and not get in everybody else's trades, because when you get to be a good trader, you don't need somebody else's trade room to give you trades. You just make your own watch list. You use a live scanner. You look at support and resistance, and you go after the scalps just like everybody else. So you don't need to copy someone else's trades. It actually hurts you to do that. And again, most newbies don't realize that. They join someone's trade room. They buy their courses. They'll pay that $150 a month service for 5, 6, 7 months. It becomes a bill, and then eventually they cancel. And that's why you'll see all of these companies, they're just constantly promoting getting new people in. And it's not a bad thing. They're not doing anything wrong. These guys are really good, and they teach really good stuff. But the thing is that if you're a newbie, the most important thing is it takes hard work to become a trader. 90% of traders will fail. It's a statistical fact. So knowing that fact, these companies, they're just constantly bringing in new people all the time. They're not doing something bad, but as a newbie, you get trapped up and you want to catch in on the next thing, the next quick fix. But there is no quick fix in trading. It takes lots of work, massive discipline, controlling your emotions, and every single day going out there and getting your butt handed to you day after day after day after day after week after month after year, until a year and a half in, you become a comfortable trader. There's no way around that. I wish there was, but if you're just looking for alerts and people to give you trades, that's not the way you want to do it, and you're never going to be a successful trader that way. The only way to become a successful trader is massive discipline, massive hard work, and teaching yourself how to become a good trader. And that's kind of the model that we're doing is, we're trying to help our followers. We're trying to create a really big, massive following and really teach people how to become good traders. You won't see Tim, Dan, and myself saying, hey, get in our trade and get out at this entry and exit point. We'll teach you how to, look at support and resistance. We'll give you the watch list, the same watch list that we're basically looking at, but you're going to have to determine your own strategy, whether you're a long, whether you're a short, whether you're a scalper, whether you're a swing trader. No one can tell you the proper way to trade. That is completely up to you. It's your choice. You have the freedom to choose and trade the way that you feel is best for yourself. So again, we're going to give you the tools and really help you as best as we can to do it, but we're not going to give you the trades and tell you what ones to get in and out of, because that's actually just going to hurt you. It's not going to help you, and it's not sustainable in the long run. So again, if you haven't been over to our website yet, make sure you head over to bullishbears.com. Subscribe to our nightly watch list over here. So this video that I make, I actually do a watch list with it. So we send out the watch list at night by email. We also send the trade ideas, options, ones to watch as well. So if you're into options, make sure you take a look at the playlist or the watch list that we send from Trade Ideas. Again, our scanner of choice. And pay attention to the alerts. Again, they're not buy or sell signals, but those are key breakout and breakdown positions that you really want to be aware of. Again, just put it into your brokerage firm. Make sure you get the alerts sent, whether they sent your brokerage firm sends them by email or text. But you want to watch these watch list videos every night and just learn how to become a good trader. Let it sink in. If you have not joined our trade room yet, make sure you come and join us over here. We have a trade room with over 500 members in it right now. So going again on trade rooms, you don't want to be in a trade room that gives you the trades to get in and out of. You don't want to copy everybody else, because it's just going to hurt you. You need to know how to trade on your own. So our trade room, number one, it's free. But number two, it's just people collaborating in there, talking about what they're doing, what trades they're potentially looking at. But it gives you a diverse area to look at, multiple opinions to look at. Again, we make these watch list videos. We show you the alerts, but no one, can tell you what to get in and out of. If we want to do the right thing by our followers, we don't want to give them the trades to get in and out of. It's just going to hurt them. Would it help us? Sure. If we got a position and then started calling out trades to 500 people, that's just going to, by default, help us to make more money. We're going to get a position, get more momentum in. We're going to, sell our position, and then you guys are going to end up chasing us. It's just not the proper way to do it. Again, that's just the nature of the beast. That's how the industry works, but it's not going to help you. What we'll do in our chat room is every day talk about trading together. We're going to discuss the things that we're looking at, but it's going to be up to you to make the decisions for yourself to become a good trader, and we're all about helping and empowering you to do that. So again, with all the stuff that we're offering, the watch list, the alerts, everything, we'd argue that our trade room is more valuable than a lot of the other ones that are out there right now that are charging $100 to $150 a month. Ours being free, if you just kind of do the math, we have over 500 people in our trade room, and the average trade room costs at least $100 a month. So Tim, Dan, and myself are giving up potentially over $50,000 a month and in monthly income just from our trade room alone. And we're not making that much right now. Many of us have jobs and families and stuff. So we're actually doing all this because we're trying to turn this into a movement and keep this movement growing. We ideally don't want to be a membership-based company. We ideally don't want to charge you guys for the services that we provide. We are a donation-based community, like a lot of these things that you see with YouTubers and these companies that are relying on donations. Don't assume that when people are donation-based that they're getting the donations that they're asking for, because we get an extremely small percentage for the value that we provide with over 15,000 members. So not as many people donate as you think. So again, in order for us to keep this movement growing and stay ideally donation-based and not charge $100 or $150 a month for a membership site, we need everybody's donations to stay and help us to continue to grow. So we do have a contribute button over here. If you click on it, again, if you'd like to donate to us and help us keep this movement going, this is not about, hey, some people will say, well, how much does it cost to run a website and stuff like that? It doesn't cost that much, so why should we all donate? Well, same thing goes with everybody else. You're paying for people's times. You're paying for the people, again, making these watch list videos, putting out the alerts, setting you up to save yourself that hour, 2 hours a day of everything, of doing this, of, shadowing other traders, learning from them, learning from the courses and the content we provide. We have a couple $1,000s worth of courses over here. So we put an amazing amount of content out there for you guys. So in return, like anybody else, instead of charging you to do that, we give it all for free. And if you'd like to donate, we have options available here for those that see value in us and want to contribute $50, $100 a month. We'd greatly appreciate it. For those that are on a budget but want to, just give back, we have options for as low as $10 a month, $25 a month. And we have single-time donations as well. So ideally, again, we're looking to be, build a community of really giving back to people. But the only way that we can sustain this model and continue growing is by the monthly donation. So again, we can't promise that we won't charge down the road for memberships, but ideally we don't want to. And in order for us to do that, we just need everybody's contributions to help keep this movement growing. So that being said, let's get into the watch list for Monday and take a look over here. CLD. Well, actually, let's go over here real quick. Looking for stocks between 30 cents and $10, minimum 500,000 shares. I tweaked this a little bit. Sometimes if you've been watching our videos, sometimes I'll have it at 300,000. Sometimes I'll put it at 500,000, depending on how many plays that there were in the market that day. Minimum of 5%. Sometimes I'll put it at 4%. And you'll see there's potential 42 plays. CLD was on my watch list for Friday. So again, what we're looking is for stocks that held their highs and are going to potentially break out or break down on the daily charts. So I am going to put CLD on the watch list, looking for, again, so now when you're trading these watch lists, you can say, well, what are you looking for exactly? Well, that's really up to you and how you are as a trader. We're looking at something that's going to potentially break out or break down. So on a breakout, you could ride the momentum on the way up, or you can let the pattern form on the way up and then potentially take it down on a reversal. You can look at stocks that are selling off and doing bear flags and wedges down, and you can trade them that way. It's all a matter of what you're looking to do. So if you want to take these on a breakout and you ride it on the way up, great. If you want to let them break out and then short them on the way down as a reversal, that's another strategy as well. So no one can tell you the proper way to do it. That's really up to you to decide. And there's no guarantee that a lot of these will break out as well. So you just got to just kind of watch these and see. So if CLD is going to continue to move, we want to see it break that 360 mark. So I want to put an alert at 360. And then I would look potentially right before that $4 range and see if it rejects before that $4, this resistance area, and falls back down, with this then, resistance being support, or whether it just falls down in general. I'd probably look at, right around this area as support. Again, it's kind of a gauge. But if CLD will continue up, you want to see it to break 360. And be careful of resistance up there. So, yep, CLD we will put on the watch list. Now, I want to also look, just like I've been showing you guys, I want to make sure some of these stocks are not garbage. So I go over here and check and see if they're like those 5-cent increment ones. You would see that this says like S.5C or something like that. I'll show you when I see some ones that are not. I don't like trading stocks that are a 5-cent spread, because you're just automatically down 5 cents on your position right away. And I just don't like those type of stocks. So CLD looks to be good. We'll put it on the watch list. Who knows if we'll break out, but keep an eye on it. PPPMF. Wow, look at that one. Goodness gracious. That one really flew up. I don't know why that's not. Okay. That one should go on the watch list. I don't see news on this one for whatever reason. So I don't know enough about this one. I'm not going to put it on the watch list for now. IZEA. Again, went up and then pulled back. So ideally, we're looking for stocks that are, looking to break out or about to break down if they're overextended. But this already had its move up and then pulled back on the way down, so I'm not going to put it on the watch list. NETE, don't like it. ENSV, potentially on that one, you want to see it break that 60-cent mark. Let me just take a look over here. ENSV. That one could be one on the watch list. I'm just not a fan of those crazy like wick candles, so I'm not going to put it on. ARDM, no. GLNNF, nope. SSC. Not a fan of, don't like these crazy candles. HMNY, no. ARLZ, no. You'll see a lot of these ones have been popping up and pulling right back down, which, again, it's kind of hard to judge on some of these. Another one pulled all the way back up, comes right back down. EARS. That one is potentially one to look at. You'll see here, number one, you want to see it break that. I want to see it break above that 200 SMA right there, that 85-cent area. If it could break above that, it might have a chance to run. So I would put an alert right at that 85-cent area and see if it'll break it above that. And then obviously be careful around $1, see what happens there. And then after that, this might run up. There's a potential gap to fill at that 113 area. So this one might have a chance to go. EARS, just keep an eye on it and see if it'll break that 85-cent marker. So EARS. Now let me go over here to DOS. Let's make sure. Yep, I'll put that one on. That's just a regular S, means it's shortable, no crazy spreads. SRAX, no. ANW, don't love it. EKSO, possibly. It is kind of holding its highs into pre-market. EKSO, let me take a look over here. All right. Yeah, we'll put EKSO on the watch list. I want to see it break that 128, which is a close on Friday. Let me just move this here. So, take a look here. See it break 128. Be careful at 152. And then at that $2 mark, and then support around that, $1 mark there. So basically see if that'll break 128. Set an alert there. So EKSO. Let's see, did I check that out? Yep. VKTX, nope. MRNS, possibly. Let's see here. So with that, I want to see it break 493. I'll put an alert there right at 493. If it breaks out above there, careful at 544, the yearly high. And see if it goes up and breaks above that 493. And what happens a lot of times, you'll see a lot of these will pop at the open, sometimes within the first few minutes, and then they'll crash right back down. So you have to be quick. So you got to decide whether you want to ride the momentum up really quick sometimes when the market pops in the morning, or whether you want to let the pattern form and short them and reverse them on the way down. That's really all a matter of, again, what your preference is. But MRNS, it is holding its highs, potentially looking for a breakout, so we'll put that on the watch list. Again, no guarantees with this, but when you set these alerts, if they go off, let the patterns form. You want to look for bull flags, bear flags, wedges, head and shoulders, cup and handle positions. It's all important just to really study and learn charts and patterns, and there's no way to teach that other than, I'm telling you, it takes hard work. And every single day for months upon months upon months and studying hundreds of charts. There's no way around it. If you go into somebody else's chat room or alert service and you want them to give you the trades, you're just going to hurt yourself and you're going to fail in the end. There's no way around the fact of every single day, nonstop, like clockwork for months, if not year plus, of just studying charts and patterns, charts, patterns, graphs, in and out of trades, making hundreds of practice trades. There's no way around it. I wish that there was, but unfortunately it's not. There isn't. So that's my rant. I'll keep drumming it in to you guys. So MRNS, I will put that on. CRMD. Let's see here. Potentially, let me take a look real quick with MRNS over here. So CRMD. Want to see it break that 48-cent marker. See what happens around 55. I'd like to see it clear 55. If it does that, so I'll put an alert there. Then see if it's going to go up and fill this gap between 69 cents and 103. So keep an eye on it. So I would look to see, again, you can try to get in beforehand, but I also like to see it break a $0.50 amount first. So if this goes up, see if it breaks 55 cents, then see what happens around 68 and let it go from there. But CRMD is one to watch. ITUS, let me just go over here again. CRMD. Again, I don't like to put junk on the watch list. Cool, that's going to work. ITUS, nope. IOVA, PTN, ETRM, no. NEOT, no. FMSA, that one potentially. Really low floater or high floater. Might be too high of a float. CLUB, that might be one. So like to see it break 715 area. If not, you could look, support maybe around 650 down here, around $6 just as well. So see if it can go and break 715, or watch for it to potentially break down. So CLUB is one to watch. I'll put that, change the color there on that. So basically you want to see it break 715 to potentially go further, or fall back down and look at these support areas. So this one right here, below $7, at or below, it is at a whole dollar amount, this might be a potential short. So if that falls below $7, watch it to potentially short down, and even around to maybe that 650 marker. So CLUB, RADA, no. CLDX, potentially. It's kind of a high floater, but again, see if it goes up and breaks 268. You know, 250-ish resistance. Look right here on that 280, and then right below that, right above that $3 marker, and see. But CLDX, again, a high floater, so it'll move a lot slower. But let's take a look over here on these ones. CLUB. Okay, so I'm not going to do that because right here it's a 5-cent increment one, so I'm not going to do club. Don't like those ones. So I'm going to take that one off the watch list. What was the other one? CLD, I have that one. Ears. It's CRMD, I got that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which one do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. CLD, CLDX. Let's take a look at that one. CLDX. All right, so that's good. Perfect. HTBX. That one's potentially, I don't like that one as much. Not as much volume. OZM. Potentially. Right above that 324 marker. you know, some support around that, right around there. So look at this one to see if it'll break above a 323 marker. Again, super high float, so it might be slow, but keep an eye on it. OZM. FSNN, no. PVG. Let's see here. So look for it to break that 927. Some resistance at 920, 956. I'd like to see it break that 956 mark. 54. So that's where I put my alert. And be careful around that $10 marker. Look at some support down here. Don't love it. I don't know. I'm not going to put that on the watch list. IMUC, no. CAPR, no. AGRX. That might be going up into the gap potentially. 410 up to 430, 41. So you want to see this one. Want to see it break that 410 marker. And then see if it goes up to fill the gap within that 441. Leave some support down there. So I will put AGRX, but let me just double check over here. AGRX. Yep, that's good. S. No. VNCE. No. SND. Possibly. Kind of an inverse head and shoulders, kind of a left shoulder by a head with a right shoulder. See if it can break above that 720 barrier. There's that kind of gap up a little bit between that 757. You can see it's kind of trading right there, sideways. Let me just let me remove those. See that little gap up in between that 740 to 53. Let's see if it can break that 714 barrier from Friday. And see how far it goes up from there. So SND. Let me take a look over here. Perfect. So that will go on. FINL, no. FCEL, nope. ARTX, nope. NG, potentially. Really high floater, so that could be a really slow mover. RRDD. I'm not going to put it on the watch list, but if you see it break that 10-20 barrier, that one could potentially move. Again, kind of a slow mover. Let me see here. 996. Yeah, it could go. I'll put it. I will put it on the watch list because it's right above. If you see it break that 10, I'll put it around 1016 there. 1016. See if it can break that marker. An alert. RRD. Some reason support there on 950, 861. Let's take a look here. All right. EMES. Nope. Let's take a look at some of the new highs ones. Club, no. No. No, MTW. That might be one that's breaking out. So you want to see it break 850. Let me see. How big is the float on this one? 140 million. Okay. 858 being resistance. Finished at the highs of the day, so that looks pretty good. At yearly highs, you can see some support right here and right there. So you'll see it's breaking out on the yearly and on the weekly. That one could have a chance to go. Set an alert at 858. That could look pretty good. Plus, it's above a $0.50 amount. I like MTW. And let's see, Arco. No. ABEV. Yeah. USA. Nope. RBS. Nope. IGD. Nope. Let's take a look at some of the yearly lows. VSAR. No. Wait. Let me go back to that one. Wow. I don't like when they trade complete sideways like that. MAT. No. That might be a potential reversal. This might be a hammer down. It's bear flag right here. This might be a hammer. You want to see it break above 927. Let me see what the high of that. I like to see it break above that. So this one might have a good reversal. Keep an eye on it with a break above that 933 potentially. It's been selling off. That's a big drop off. So see if it breaks above. Keep the alert there at 934. You'll see support here at that 871 area. Let me see here. So yeah, I will put SNCR. I like that one for a possible dip buy. DMPI, nope. DF, no. PPR, nope. PGFV. Don't love it. RTTR, nope. All right, so that is the watch list for Monday, guys. Again, looking for breakouts, breakdowns. Pay attention to these alerts that I send here with the watch list. Make sure you input them. Keep an eye on them. And again, just a couple things going back to what we talked about in the beginning. You know, make sure that you like and follow our fan page over here on Facebook. If you'd like to contribute to us to help keep this movement going, we'd greatly appreciate it. Tim, Dan, and I are greatly putting in massive amounts of effort and sacrificing the income to really try to build a movement. But the only way we can build this movement is with your help, guys. If we don't get the donations, we're going to have to be like, you know, a lot of the other companies down the road and charge membership fees. We believe we're worth it. We ideally don't want to have to go down that route because we want to just kind of keep this special and keep this movement going. So if you're on a budget, you'd like to help us continue to grow, we have, again, monthly donations for as low as $10, $25 a month if you're on a budget. Also, too, make sure you follow us on Twitter. I haven't really been promoting our Twitter very much, not sure why, but we have quite a bit of followers over here. Make sure you like us on Twitter, or follow us, I guess you'd say, right over here, or wherever the follow button is. But yeah, we're the Bullish Bears on Twitter. Again, make sure you subscribe to our nightly watch list, take our courses, join our trade room, as well as subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure you click the notification bell to receive our notifications, and like, comment, follow our videos. Feel free to share them. We'd really appreciate it. So hopefully this video helped you guys, and happy trading on Monday. Enjoy.